Hey friends, we need to talk about something serious. Cheap weed. It's like a bad joke that's spreading faster than a rumor. More and more young people are getting hooked, thinking it's harmless fun. But let me tell you, this stuff is no laughing matter. This isn't your grandpa's chillum. This is a whole different beast. What they're selling on the streets, it's often laced with harmful chemicals and pesticides. You're basically smoking poison. We need to wake up and realize that this cheap thrill is actually a one-way ticket to trouble. Trust me, your future self will thank you for choosing wisely today. Stay tuned, I've got a lot more to tell you. Let's talk about what cheap weed does to your most important asset, your brain. You know that feeling of being high? Well, with this stuff, it can easily turn into paranoia and anxiety. Not so fun anymore, right? And that's not even the worst part. Long-term use of this cheap weed has been linked to serious mental health issues like psychosis. We're talking hallucinations, delusions, the whole shebang. Memory loss is another nasty side effect. You forget things, you can't focus, your grades go down the drain. Is getting high for a few hours really worth losing your mind over? I don't think so. Think cheap weed only affects your mind? Think again. This stuff is like a wrecking ball for your body. First up, your lungs take a direct hit. Chronic bronchitis, you got it. Wheezing like an old accordion? You bet. And it doesn't stop there. Long-term use can lead to lung hyperinflation, which basically means your lungs get stretched out and lose their elasticity. Try running a marathon with those bad boys. And don't even get me started on the munchies. All that junk food adds up, leading to weight gain, heart problems, and a whole host of other issues. So much for cheap thrills, right? Section 4. Not all that glitters is ganja. Cheap versus imported. Now, I know some people try to justify their cheap weed habit by saying, hey, it's natural, it's just like the imported stuff. Wrong. The cheap weed you find here is often grown in terrible conditions, using harmful pesticides and chemicals. Imported ganja, on the other hand, usually comes from places with stricter regulations and better growing practices. It's still not great for you, but at least you're not inhaling a cocktail of toxins. The bottom line is, there's a huge difference between natural and safe. Don't be fooled by the natural argument. Cheap weed is a gamble you can't afford to lose. Section 5. Wake up and wise up, choose health over hype. So, there you have it, the ugly truth about cheap weed. It's not cool, it's not harmless, and it's definitely not worth risking your health and your future. There are so many other things you can spend your time and money on. Go for a run, learn a new skill, hang out with your loved ones. Anything but this. Life is too short to waste it on something that's going to drag you down. Choose wisely, my friends. Choose health, choose happiness, choose a future free from the dark side of cheap weed. Stay safe, stay smart, and stay awesome.